All right, so I wanted to give my opinion on this drone here that I got as a gift. It's an S136 model, mini drone. Now this isn't a high-end drone by any means, and I didn't expect it to be. So I just wanted to give you my honest opinion on this, and there's probably a lot of different types of products like this out there. So I'm not expecting it to be the best of the best, of course, but I just wanted to, share my thoughts with this thing so far. I've used it about a handful of times, and it's got a lot of cool features on it. I'll start with the pros on this. So intelligent return, brushless motor, avoidance option, GPS positioning, electric adjusting pan tilt, dual lens. And it's got the option where you can obviously set your phone here and, kind of see where you're working with. And you have to download an app, and it's just, the app was kind of finicky, and I didn't find that super easy or user-friendly by any means. So I didn't even get to use that. I've used it for a handful of times, just kind of flying around seeing how that worked. So, excuse me, let's start with the rest of the pros. Now I do like this this carrying case that it comes with, so it's kind of nice, and just kind of fits, everything fits nice and snug in there. So that was kind of nice presentation, and looks like it was packaged well. And I also like the fact that there's a QR code right here that gives you a quick video tutorial on how to use this thing. However, when I opened that link, it wasn't the greatest video, it wasn't easy to follow, and it was too fast, and there was just a lot going on. So that really wasn't too helpful. It did help me in a few instances, but I'll get to the other pros here. Now I do like how portable this thing is and compact. So it's very easy to set up as far as the actual physical operations of it, okay? Now it's got this obstacle avoidance sensor on top. Now this thing here is kind of hard to get into this position here. This comes with a cap on it, but you have to kind of put this in a specific way to get it to snap in place, and it's kind of loose. So I think that's a little odd. It doesn't really fit in there very well, and I think that the issues I had with this is just because this thing wasn't properly seated, so it wasn't recognizing it as well. The camera's on front, like I said, I didn't get to use that, but of course it did crash, a couple times, not hard or anything, but some of the wings kind of took, well, not really a beating, but you get scraped up a little bit just by running into things, right? You're trying to use this thing for the first time. You're gonna go through learning curves with it. Battery's nice and easy to put in. It just comes with a USB cord. It comes with a second battery, so that's kind of nice. And I just overall like the design of it. It looks really nice and sleek. So a power button on top, and the rest of that's pretty self-explanatory. But everything else, as far as the remote control, I mean, it is what it is. It's kind of bulky. So you can put your phone in here and do all that, I think, right here. So let me do that. Yeah, right here. So this kind of comes out. But I didn't get to use that feature. It's got your antennas on here. There's a lot of cheap plastic-y feel with it. Of course, you probably don't expect a whole lot with this, right? I'm not expecting a gold-plated, high-end type of deal here. But overall, it's okay. I mean, it's got very easy to hold, lightweight. So it's got a lot of buttons going on with this thing. So there's buttons on top here for other controls. So as far as the actual operation of it, I noticed this thing got stuck a lot, this joystick. See, it's already stuck in the down position. So this is up or down. And it seems to get stuck a lot. And so that's why I'm returning it. This is left or right. I haven't had issues with this one. But as far as the operation, it's very finicky and kind of tricky as far as the manual is concerned. I mean, look at this thing. There's a lot of, it's very wordy. Like my ADHD and my attention span on this thing is just, it's very difficult for me to sit through all this and read this and understand all this. There's a lot going on here. There's a lot happening. Talks about, the calibration, the geomagnetic calibration operation, the frequency, the search for GPS signals, special notes. There's all kinds of stuff going on here. I mean, look how complicated and complex this is. Now, the only good thing is it's only a few pages long, but those pages are there's just a ton of words going on. So that wasn't easy for me to look at. And then here's everything it comes with. It does come with some extra accessories on it. Here's the cap that goes on top, so when this sensor isn't in place, you have a little cap right here. It's got extra wings on it. little screwdriver. So it does come with a few extra accessory items. But as far as the operation of it, let me see if I can turn this thing on just to kind of show you what I'm talking about. So you got to hold this down. This comes with a charging port as well. So that's on, and then you got to hold this button down, press it down, hold it for a few seconds. Okay, then you hear that, and it starts flashing. So you got to put this up and down. I don't know, it's to measure its whatever it does, I don't know. And then there's 2 geometrical buttons on here. I don't know what it does, I can't remember. But you got to press this down, and you got to press this down. So it's 2 separate buttons you have to press, and you have to spin this thing around just so it kind of measures and rotate the positioning of it so it can measure around you. It's gonna beep, or it should. See, it's kind of, and I started having issues with this. This is the consistency of it. Okay, so it's not even doing what it's supposed to do right now, of course. We have to spin this thing up a few times, and it's gonna beep. Okay, you hear the beep, there you go. So then you gotta spin it the other way. I don't know, just try different directions. So it's kind of odd that you have to do all this, right? Which I get it, but if it doesn't work the first time, it gets kind of annoying. So, and then you have to hold the unlock button down to get it to start, but it's not doing it. So I gotta try this again, right? Hold the button down for a couple seconds. Spin this again. Okay, first beep, and then it should beep again. Okay, there's your second beep. Then you hold down the unlock button, and it should start to spin here. It should, right? It doesn't. I guess that's why I'm returning it, because it doesn't work that good. So, okay, so that's it. That's why it's not working, and that's why I'm returning it, because it's very finicky, inconsistent. So I'm gonna turn it off. And I've read through this, so I did finally understand some of the instructions as soon as I started getting it to work. Started to have issues with it. So that's why I'm returning it, and that's my review. So stay tuned. I might get a different one as well, but we'll see. I'll do some more research on it. Nothing too urgent. So stay tuned for more videos. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.